In this video, I'm going to be discussing using Google Keep. So Google Keep is basically a note platform for you to keep all of your tasks and things organized as well as take notes. So let me go over some of the basic things that you will notice in notes. Now, when you open up Google Keep, if you have items in there, they will already pop up, or this will be a blank screen, but you will always have this take a note bar at the top. So this would be if you want to add a new note or if you're adding a note for the first time. So you would click take a note, add a title. So I'm going to label this grad school, and then I can add a note. So maybe I just want to say, remember to pay your tuition, or maybe I want to add something in. So what I will do is I'm going to hit these three dots and it will say show checkboxes. So this way I can make a list. So maybe I have a project due Tuesday. You can enter and I'll go to another one. Maybe I have a quiz. And maybe I have a discussion post. And then I can add things in. And this will work for any to-do list that you have or things you want to work on, as you can see below. So then if you click off of it, it'll just make it an automatic note. And then as you do something, you can just check it and it will cross it off and move it to the bottom of the list for you. So I really like that. I think that's awesome. And that way I can still keep it on there just in case I need to go back. And then when I'm done, I can get rid of it. Usually what I do is every week I update my notes so that they reflect what I'm doing that week and go from there. But I don't know, there's just something like fulfilling about seeing like all the things that you've checked off your list done. So let me go over some more of the settings. So you can view most of the settings right here. If you don't see everything, you can always click on your note. It will come up bigger. You can add your things and you can change the color. So this is cool. If you add a color, then it will make your note a color. I like to color code my notes because I have so many different ones on here. You can also add an image, which is how I got my cute little pictures over here. If you hit add image, you go to your downloads or wherever you have images saved, you can open and it will put a nice little image at the top of your file. And if you scroll down, it will have all of your note stuff still here. You can archive it. So that is kind of like, I'm done with this, but I want to save it in case I need to go back to it. And then obviously you can still add collaborators and share a specific note on Google Keep with someone. So that's really cool. And then you can add a remind me. So maybe I want a reminder next week, Monday at 8 a.m. Or you can also edit them. So if you click on it, you can go here. So when I did it here, it pulled me up here. You click pick date and time. But once you already pick one and you want to change it, then you just click on the date and time. So let's say June 23rd is Tuesday, 8 a.m. That doesn't repeat. I just want to go next week. And I hit save. And then final thing is you can delete your checked items if you'd like, which is really nice. Or you can make a copy and create another note. The same, maybe you want it to be about the same, but you're just going to change a few things. Then you can make a copy. You can add a drawing, which this is really fun because you can draw something and then you can add it to your file. So if you click this button, it will add that to your note. And I'm going to delete it though, because I don't actually want it there. And then you can undo. So if I did something like I'm like, wait, I didn't mean to delete that. I can undo and I can redo. So that's really nice. And then also you just click here to delete a note and get rid of it. Or you can add a label. So maybe I want this to go into the important label. I'm going to click on my label. You can also enter a label name and create a new one, which is really nice. When you're done, you hit close. And there you go. There is my grad school note. So I find this just really easy to use and a great way just to stay organized and stay on top of all my tasks. So if you click reminders, any note that has a reminder set will pop up here. So that's really nice. So you can check and make sure you're on track with your reminders. Anything that's labeled important will be here. You can edit your labels so you can create new ones or rename ones that you already have. Again, your archive is where the deleted notes, or not deleted, the archived notes appear that you might want to save for later and you don't want to delete. And then anything you've deleted will go in here. But you'll always come right up to the notes page when you go into Google Keep. And remember, to get to Google Keep, you click the waffle, and then Google Keep's a little farther down, and you click on Keep. One thing I want to go over here is you can do a list view as well. So if you do list view, it'll have all your notes in a big old list if you like them like that. If you feel like it's too cluttered, but I like the grid view so I can see almost everything on one page. Because I feel like if I have it on there, I might forget to scroll down to the things on the bottom. If you have any other settings, like you can do dark theme if you would like, kind of cool. You can download things and you look at your keyboard shortcuts. You can also send feedback. I really like sending feedback to Google because from what I've heard from other people and what I've noticed so far is they actually listen to your feedback and read your feedback and take it into consideration. So that's a really nice thing. So maybe if you're like, I think they should add this to Google Keep, and then type it in there. Last thing I want to show you, which is really cool, is copy to Google Docs. So if I click those three dots, then I click copy to Google Docs, it'll pop up right here in a bar. You hit open doc. And this is really nice, like if you're writing a paper and you were just typing notes as you were researching, and then it will take all of your information and put it into Google Doc for you. And then you could just turn it into your paper. So this is really nice as well. And just a nice feature in case maybe you want to share what's in your note with someone, but you don't want them to have access to your Google Keep. So that would be a nice way. Instead of sharing your Google Keep, you can share this in a doc. So those are the basics of Google Keep. Remember, again, if you want to delete something, you just hit delete note. And then you can add your notes here. You can, if you click new list, it'll just automatically create a checkbox list for you too. If you pin it, it'll make sure it is always the first thing that pops up on the top. So I'm just going to call this hi just for a minute so you can see. So I click the pin, hit close, and it will keep it pinned at the top if that's my most important one that I want to use, because the ones down here, you can move around freely however you would like. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And there you go. Those are the basics. So again, if you need help with Google Keep, or you want to know something more in depth, or you want to know how I made my fun pictures that I added, remember to, if you click new note with image, it'll do the same thing as I showed you before. I click a picture, I click open, and I'll have my picture, and then I can have my title and my note. So that's really cool as well. And it's just a fun way to customize your notes and make them more you and a little more fun and exciting. All right, again, if you need anything, have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you. And have fun with Google Keep.